Hi everybody, I'm Coach Victor. I'm going to teach you how to glide while swimming. Some of you have asked the question, do you exhale when you are gliding or do you hold your breath when you are gliding? The answer is both ways. You can hold your breath all the way. Depending on the distance you are going, you can hold your breath all the way. If it's on this short length, I can hold my breath all the way. But if it's on a long length, I can hold my breath to a point and exhale at a point. Reason being, if you exhale on a long length, you'll be out of breath and you may want to stop on the way. So if the pool is deeper at a point, you might be struggling with breath. So you think about it. Look at the one that makes you feel comfortable. For me, I'm able to exhale to be able to get to the wall because of the length at the wall which I'm swimming. I can exhale throughout from the end, from where I start to the end, and won't have a challenge with it because of the length and because I've practiced it over time. At some point I can hold my breath all the way to the end. But today I'm going to teach you a little bit of flexibility in getting your legs up well, your body weighting a little bit from the set off, then setting off and pushing well. Mainly after you get the gliding well, you can actually start with pushing hard from the wall. It can give you more room to cover a good portion. Okay? All right. So once again, I'm going to go on the arm stretch well. This arm stretch must always be correct. And be sure when your head goes into the water, this position is always correct. So I'm going to do this position a bit, stand straight all the way, and be on my toes a little bit. Good. Be on my toes, straight. So all this position is straight. I'm going to go up. Good. So remember that anytime you glide, your body is supposed to be as straight as this. Okay. Now we come back to this position, in the water, head in, and legs to the wall. So I'm going to go with that. 1, 2, head in. You see how I use my bicep to lock my head. In fact, there was no room for my head to want to come out by itself. I'm going to do that like 5 times. Again. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Now, what's something that was happening to my body? Anytime I lock my head in the water, what happens to my body? The water wants to bring my whole body up. Is it? Good. Now, we are going to focus a little bit on my shoulder to my waist level. Okay? For under 5 times and see how the water wants to bring my whole body up and see how my body is on the water. For many people, when they are setting off, instead of them to bend their body forward for their body to really lie on the water, they rather restrict it or restrain it by giving their body this posture. So for example, this is how they are setting up. You see that? It's not good. Your body is restricted. So in essence, you're very chested up. You want to do this correction. It's wrong. Your body is supposed to be like that so that it lies on the water well. So I'm going to do that again. So focus your eye on my shoulder to my waist level. Okay? So this way. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Listen, before you start setting off for gliding, just be sure these things are correct. You are not in a hurry. You are not in a competition with anybody. You are learning how to swim. You want to be sure you get your gliding well. So be sure you do this right. Now, my legs at the wall, okay? When you get my legs to the wall, see how from my waist all the way to my fingers get, okay? See how calm I'm going to get and see how easy I'm going to bring my legs to the wall. So I'm going to count that on 5 to 6. That's one. Two. I was far away from the wall. I'm gonna do that again. I was enjoying it so much. Now, do you see how high my legs come to the wall? It's also a very big factor to consider. Yeah? So now, let's count it properly from 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Now I'm gonna put the whole thing to work. Let's see how I'm gonna go, okay? Because I've done this over time, I'm gonna push a little harder from the wall to get my sprint going a little faster till I reach the wall there. I'm going. I got it. Going again. Now bear this in mind. The reason you have to put your head in down is one, also so that you can look on the floor and follow a sense of direction, or have a sense of direction and have a sense of focus. Most pools that have blue lines, the blue lines in the pool is to help them to have a sense of direction and focus so that they don't go off the blue line. But you don't have blue line. I don't have a blue line in this pool. If you don't have a blue line in the pool, put your head down. That's really the reason. I'll be sure that you put your bicep to knock your head. I'm gonna do this 4 times, then we are done for today's video. That's 1. Now before we do the last 2, I want you to bear this in mind. What makes you know you are at the wall is not your eyes, but your fingers. Reason being, for most people when they are doing gliding, they bend their elbows or they bend their knees or they raise their head when they are going. They want to catch the wall or reach the wall. When you do that, water can go into your nose and it will affect you. When you bend your knees also, it slants and sinks you down. When you bend your elbow, either you can tilt and all of that. So be sure you correct all of that. Now I'm going to do the last 2. Something to aid your gliding technique. Don't worry about floating. Don't worry about sinking. Don't worry about reaching the wall. All you need to do is to just do it and you'll be fine. Thanks for watching.